What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is bringing you a not get ready with me, it's a testing new makeup video. I have a lot of new makeup that I want to get through and test and try out for you guys, and I'm actually starting to do this a little bit early than I planned, but I'm still okay with it. And I created this look with a bunch of new makeup with a couple splashes here and there of some old makeup as well. As always, I will have everything listed down below for you guys in case you are interested in just kind of going down there to see if you're interested in kind of seeing what the products are and how they worked with me. Just the highlights, I used my Menagerie Violet ink palette on my eyes along with a single from my Clionadh stained glass collection. I used a bunch of cream products, and yeah, that's pretty much honestly the eyeshadow palette was the highlight of this whole kit and caboodle. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this look with all of those items when I only talked about one of them, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so I just got back home from work. I am home alone, which is always a good thing. This is the prime time for me to do some makeup things. And I have a lot of new things between the stuff that came in while I was not able to put makeup on and the stuff that came in like in between that little hiatus. So I have a lot of new things that I would like to put on my face. So this is going to be pretty much a full face of new makeup. I'm not going to use like any of the samples to make it a complete full face, so I'm not going to actually have any new base products, but I'm actually going to go ahead and wet this sponge. This sponge has been sitting in my new drawer for a minute, and I'm also going to just pull from a bunch of other things from my new drawer. Did I ever post that video? I don't know if I ever posted the video, but I have like a new makeup drawer in my like organizer that my camera sits on and like I record on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wet this really quickly, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start just putting on new makeup, and we'll just kind of talk about how I like the new makeup, if it applies well and all that jazz. So let me just go wet this sponge. All right, so this sponge gets nice and big, it's nice and soft still, so I am still very happy with that sponge. Like I said, I just got home from work, so I truly don't need to put a primer on. I'm not going to put a primer on. I don't need it. I'm going to go to bed after this. So I'm going to go ahead and just go straight into my foundation combination. I'm going to put on my Makeup Revolution foundation stick in F14. It's too light for me right now because of my tanning that I've been doing. Your girl is happy about that. And I am going to just take some of my deep Fenty foundation, which is in 470, and I'm gonna put that on the butt of my sponge, and we're just gonna kind of apply it generally around. Just gonna reach. I've been starting to use this mirror that I bought. You know, I bought it and then I never used it. So I'm starting to actually get my use out of it, which is good. And I like how this sponge is working and applying the foundation all over my face. It's not too hard of a sponge, which I truly hate a hard sponge. It's a really soft one, but it's not too soft that it's soaking up all the product. You can definitely see the foundation on my skin, and I think it's actually laying well on my skin with this sponge. So I'm actually really happy with the application just so far. Next, I do have a new concealer. My best friend gave me a concealer, so I can go ahead and go for that because I'm not really trying to get use out of my Kylie one. That I can always use. So this is a Kat Von D concealer. This is the Lock-It concealer in the shade D33 Warm. And from what I know, it's a very high coverage, so I'm not going to put a lot anywhere. Just going to do small amounts because it is full coverage, and your girl is not super into full coverage, and I'm assuming it's also going to be very like it's going to stretch very well. So let's just see how it goes. And if you're wondering, I did have makeup on today for work. I'm very proud of how much makeup I've been wearing, just to, you know, get the use out of the makeup I'm purchasing and wearing it at work. And yeah, so if you saw any makeup earlier, that was remnants that I was too lazy to really focus on getting off. As for this concealer, it's nice. I probably could have put more on. I probably overestimated how stretchable it would be, but it does add a little nice brightness to the inner part of my face. So I am happy about that. So next we're gonna go into some cream products. I low-key forgot I had these, and it's just gonna work out that I do have them. So the first thing I'm gonna put on is this cream bronzer. Just find a decent brush to do this. Oh, this is a good brush. This is my MAC Studio Tech Foundation in NW50. When I had been trying this in the store, it was darker than my complexion. This does not seem to be applying it the way I want to. Okay, I think I found a better brush. At least I can feel the product going on my skin now, which is always a good thing. And I'm just gonna bronze up my entire face like I do with powder bronzer, just hitting all the high points. And in doing this, I don't really see as much of a difference between my current foundation and this product, but we're gonna see how it works. We're gonna be optimistic. And the brush just landed on the floor. Classic. Okay, next is time for my cream blush, and this is going to be from Flower Beauty. I got a pretty strong shade, but we're gonna see if we're gonna make it work. I hear people putting this on their makeup sponge, so I'm gonna just put it on my Flower Beauty sponge, and I just put like a very small pea size, and I'm gonna I'm gonna tap on both cheeks, and then I'm just gonna blend it out. It's a very pretty color. Okay, so that is that, and then I'm gonna do the exact same thing with my liquid highlighter from Revolution. I'm just gonna do it on the flat part so that all of these things don't actually touch each other before I want them to. Ooh, child. Okay, that might be a lot, but we're just gonna work with it. Okay, so I feel like I've gotten all the cream products on. I would say I definitely can see the highlighter from this angle. The blush is very faint and the bronzer is basically non-existent at this point, but we're still at the very beginning. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and set my face, specifically my under eyes, with my Kat Von D translucent setting powder. I really do enjoy this powder. I've had this powder since before that whole controversy, and I'm not going to get rid of it because I think it's a really good powder. I am going to take the time to just tap out my under eyes really quickly with the part that I use to actually blend out my under eyes. Then I'm going to take my brush and just set it. I know it looks very harsh right now, but it does blend into my skin once you give it some time. because this is what I've been using for the past week now. So it does blend in. And with this powder, I basically set all the parts that I put my concealer on. And then with whatever remaining in my top, I just go over the other parts of my face. Okay. And then I don't have a new base powder, so I'm just gonna keep going with my Project Pan items, and I'm gonna use my other Kat Von D product that I've been using religiously, and this is my Shade and Light palette. I only have my one shade left. I'm very happy about that progress, and we're just gonna set basically my whole face with this. And yes, I set my whole face basically twice. I am combination oily, so I like to really give my base a fighting chance if I can. Okay. Very good. I don't have a new brow gel, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my old brow essence gel. Just gonna throw this in my brows, and then I'm just gonna kind of do a very light spritzing of my base just to get it a little moistened. Ugh, I hate that word. Just to get it to sink in. I feel like this gives it a more like realistic viewpoint. And I'm just going to keep going in with my base because I have a lot of new base products to try. A lot. And actually, I think I'm most excited for this. This is actually a gift that I got from a friend very recently. And she bought me the Jouer Soft Focus Hydrate and Set powder. And when I swatched it, it looked like it could be a decent bronzer on me because it is darker and warmer than my complexion. I'm not sure if it really is going to be that way, but I do want to give it a shot and see how it goes. I think I'm going to use this Morphe brush. We'll see. I might need to use a stiffer brush because this is a quite flimsy brush. But let's start off with this one and see how it goes. So this is the powder. This is the shade Deep. And this is basically the shade that I would have picked had I purchased this. And I had wanted to purchase this. So I am very happy that she got it for me. And we're just going to go right on my cheeks. And this definitely is showing up. I hope you, ooh, Lord, on camera it looks like a scar. Okay, well that's fun. Maybe I did a little bit too good on that cream bronzing. But we will work it out. Don't you worry. And y'all know I love to be bronzed, a bronze fool, so it will come together. But yeah, I know you guys can definitely see the powder. So I am extremely happy about that. And this is like a very loose brush. This isn't even a brush that can really pick up all that much. I will definitely try this without a cream bronzer under, to make sure that it's not the fact that I have a base under, and to make sure it actually is the fact that this product is deeper than my complexion and warmer than my complexion, so it actually works good as a bronzer. But for right now, I'm gonna stop right there. When it comes to bronzer, I am satisfied with that. I also have new blushes. I actually have 2 new blushes. I haven't been going blush crazy as much as I used to, which I am very, very happy about. What is this? This is a highlighter. And I have two blushes. I have one that's a neutral tone. It's the Apricot in the Act from Too Faced. I have tried this one. And then I have one that I haven't tried. And this is like a shimmering blush. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the shimmering blush. Yeah, because I haven't tried this, and this is supposed to be a full face of new makeup. I'm going to use the bronzer brush from Fenty. Well, one of the bronzer brushes, because she has two. I'm just gonna kind of load this brush up. I like a very strong blush cheek situation, and we're just going to go right on the balls of my cheeks. Okay, so I think this is definitely gonna be a blush topper. This definitely doesn't have enough pigment to really be a blush on my complexion. So what I'm gonna do is actually go into the Apricot and the Act, the Too Faced one, and I'm gonna go into the matte side and just kind of put that down and try and get a decent base color so that I can have both of these really working on my complexion. Because right now, although I like a shimmery base or blush, I like the blush to have some form of base, so it's just not just a highlighter on my cheeks. This Apricot in the Act blush though, it's not like a bad smell, which I am surprised about, because typically I feel like these Too Faced blushes are just not the best smelling. But if you like a luminous blush, this is a very luminous blush. But these were only available in Walmart, which is very disappointing. But I did find myself to a Walmart in order to pick this baby up, because I was playing no games at all. I really do enjoy this. Yeah, even if it doesn't have a base pigment, I like the fact that it is as glowy as it is, because I love a glowy blush. I am happy with that. I am. Okay, now to finish off my cheeks, I have an insane amount of highlighters. I have a highlighter I have two highlighter palettes. Wow, that's crazy. Two highlighter palettes. What is this? Those are new singles. I think that's it. I think everything else is in a highlighter palette. So I have two highlighter palettes. Everything else, I believe, no, I have three. Oh my gosh, I have three highlighter palettes and a single highlighter. No, this is a single highlighter. I have two. Oh my god. Okay, I have so many things, so little time. I think I'm gonna go in with this one. Yeah, we're gonna go in with this baby. This is the Ofra Bali highlighter. I love Ofra highlighters. They're so pretty, so pretty, and so intense. And this is gonna work well with that blush because it's like a pinky peachy highlighter. So I think it's gonna work really well. Holy, yeah. Oh my gosh. And this Sonia G brush just really picked up a lot. I have those cream products. So this is fun. Very, very fun. I think this would be a really pretty highlighter to do like blush topping, which I've been trying to figure out a good highlighter to go with my Sydney Grace blush that I've been obsessed with. So I'm gonna try that the next time I do makeup, which will be tomorrow. I will be trying that combination, because that, at least in theory, it's gonna be a good one. Okay, so basically my whole base is done. I have nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set my base once before I get really into my eye look, and that's gonna be with my Boscia white charcoal mattifying spray. This was the first mattifying spray, or the first setting spray I got, and I still have it, so I'm working on getting through it. It's not a bad spray, but it definitely is one where you have to make sure to really shake it up so that the charcoal doesn't settle on your face awkwardly, and it will settle awkwardly if you let it. And then I also recommend just kind of going through blotting and fanning while it's drying on your face. So I'm really enjoying my base right now. I know my highlighter looks like excessive, and I might just, not might, I'm gonna just kind of go over it ever so slightly, like that. Now let's go into the eye look. I have so many different things that I could use on my eyes because eyeshadow is the thing that I tend to buy the most of. Not tend to, eyeshadow is the thing I buy the most of because I love it so much. I have not done my brows, and I'll just do it after. I'm not too concerned. I'll just let them continue to set and enjoy themselves in their melancholy. But since it's the first one on top, I'm gonna go ahead and do something with the Violet ink palette, and I might throw in a couple of my Clionadh singles from their stained glass collection. So this is the Violet ink palette. I have already done a swatch party with this baby, and this is what it looks like. It is beautiful. You guys know I love purples, love them. I can't get enough of them, and this whole thing just called to me in an insane way that I could not get this palette. So we're just gonna go ahead and kind of start in. I've already primed, and let us just see how it goes. I could go really cool tone, but I don't think I want to go I need to find a type of purple that I want. Let me see. I might be using a bunch of different singles because I don't want to use one of these that is in here. Okay. Am I gonna do that? No, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good, or attempt to. Okay, so let's just go into the Violet ink palette, and I'm gonna zoom in so you guys get to see this eye look better, hopefully. Like I said, I've already primed, and I am gonna go into Ink Jet. Now this is a lot cooler of a purple. It's like more of a blue purple, honestly a navy blue in my opinion. I don't really see much purple in here, and that's what I was gonna look for. I was gonna look for a really dark, cool toned purple, but I'm gonna try and curve that urge and just stick with this palette. Now if they had a cool tone purple in this baby, ooch, out, your girl would have been so happy. So happy, but I'm going to be happy nonetheless because this is still a pretty palette, but you know, yeah. I'm just going to slightly bring this in, and this is a Sonia G, I think, crease brush. What is this? Worker 1 brush, I'm sorry. And I'm actually going to just wipe this off in my color switch just really quickly. And then the other shade that really caught my eye in this palette was Jellyfish, which is this really pretty lavender shade. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this same Worker 1 and Jellyfish. Ooh, Lord. And just kind of blend this out. That's interesting. In the pan, it looks definitely purple, but when mixed with this Ink Jet, it pulls more blue. That is very interesting. I wonder if it'll pull blue if I put it next to a purple. And now I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth between these two colors just to get my blend the way I want it. Just because Menagerie Cosmetics singles are so pigmented that jellyfish shade just kind of overtook Inkjet, and it just was not what I wanted. So I'm just going to be doing this for a little bit, and yeah, I'm going to be doing this for a little bit. So because it took so long for me to blend, my camera actually shut off, which is fine. I wanted to actually take the time to really blend that out, and I'm really liking how it came out. It's starting to look more like a violet inky color, which makes sense because that is the name of the palette. So I am very, very happy with that part. Now what I'm actually going to do is just go into Iron Grip, which is this color right here, and that is going to be my inner crease color. And this is slightly, not even slightly, this is a warmer purple. And I'm gonna have it meet that cooler purple on the outer side. And now I'm just gonna work on just blending the edges of that. And because this pencil or this brush is so big, I'm not going to use this, but I'm going to use a smaller brush. I guess I could use this. This is a Sigma E36, and I'm going to go into Octopi, which is the other dark shade, and that is going to be the deepener shade for my inner half. And this is interesting. So this is turning very, very interesting. It's looking like Octopi is looking very, very similar to Jellyfish when it's combined with Jet ink. Because I mixed them together so much, it's starting to look like the same shade. So what I want to do is just go into Jellyfish and do my best to just get a true color. I don't want to overly mix, which I think was my problem, why it came to be that color. And then just work on, right now I'm just working on making sure all the colors look different. I want each and every color to be unique on my eye. And I think that's looking a lot better. Now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut my lid. Let me see, I can't really think this is a good one. This seems like a good lid shade. I just need to find my NYX glitter glue, and then I'm gonna cut my lid really quickly, so I'll be right back. Okay, I took my time and really cut my lid. Now what I'm gonna do is take 3 hearts. Actually, no, first thing I'm gonna do for real is take the same brush that I had the darkest shade, which is Ink Jet. I'm gonna put it on a very little amount and just kind of go over the outer part of that NYX glitter glue so that it can blend really well with my first lid shade. Don't want to do too much, just wanted to make sure that blend could happen. Next, I'm gonna go into 3 hearts and I'm gonna put that on my lid. I don't know how far, I know I'm not gonna go all the way, but I'm gonna put it on a good amount of my lid. And this is just a very, very pretty purple metallic, nothing that I haven't seen before, but very, very pretty nonetheless. It also has like a really nice, what looks to have like a pinky shift to it. So that is very, very pretty. Very pretty. I can't think of a shade off the top of my head, but honestly I have so many shades that I've only used like once that even if I do have a shade like this in my collection, I wouldn't remember. But this is a very, very pretty shade, and this is unique. But I just have a feeling I have it in my collection, you know? And then the next shade I'm gonna go into is Mimic, which is right here. It's the lightest shimmer in this palette, and that is going to go in, I guess, my inner half of my lid, if you will, if this makes sense. And this is like a grayish, this has like gray to purple, and this is like a lighter purple, so this is definitely a combination for the ages. I know this isn't a tutorial, but I still like to do really nice looks, so I'm sorry if this is taking up too much of the time. Yeah, those are some really, really pretty lid shades, and like I said I was going to, I'm gonna end up using one of my Clionadh singles from the stained glass collection on my inner corner. I'm just brushing off. I felt some fallout, not that I blame the shadows at all, but I just felt like I had some fallout, so I just wanted to brush that off really quickly. As for my inner corner highlight, I have 2 purpley shades. I have this one and this one. That means probably not anything to you guys because that's not a name at all. So I have Glazed and Tracery. I think I want to use Glazed because Glazed has like this really cool situation going on, and this is a Muse Beauty Pro, or not Muse Beauty Pro, this is an Ecium brush. It's the G27, and I'm just going to use this and put that, oh yes, I chose a very good, I'm very wise, made a very wise decision. This definitely is a warmer purple, which others may think like, what are you doing? But you know, I love to mix and match, and I have warm cheeks and very cool eyes, so I'm okay with it. This is, oh, I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. Okay, now let's go ahead and finish up my lower lash line, which is going to be very quick. I am going to go ahead and take this same Sigma brush, the E36. Actually, no, first I'm going to take an Ecium W21, and I'm going to take Ink Jet on the tip of that and just go press right under my waterline. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into Octopi, and this is gonna be the shade that I blend between Octopi and Jellyfish. I'm gonna go back and forth between those two shades and just blend out that ink jet shade. And this is the finished eye look. This, hooch, ow. This is a very, very fun eye look. Very fun eye look. I think most people might put a wing on, but I don't want to do a wing. As much as I feel like it might work with this look, I really want to just let my eyeshadow do what it's doing. So I'm gonna figure out something to put in my waterline. I'm gonna do mascara, and then I will come back to figure out what to put on my lips with you guys. So give me 1 second. Okay guys, so I'm back. In my waterline, I put one of my NYX Faux Whites in White Smoke. It has like a purple kind of hue to it. I did my mascara, and I have a bunch of lip options. I love purple lips. Purple lips are sort of an obsession of mine. Oh, I also have this in my Project Pan. I guess I should use that because it's Project Pan. Ooh, so many options, so many options. I don't know what to choose. I could choose the liquid lipstick that I got with this palette, but I think this, would this even match Real Talk? I don't think Real Talk this would match, so this is already out. I could finesse this to match. This NYX one is a little bit lighter, so let's drop down to 4. This is a warm tone one. The others aren't as warm. I could do a combination. Ooh, I could do a combination. Try that out for size and see if that works. Should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? I think I'm gonna try a combination. I think that's where my heart lies. So I have this Kat Von D liquid lipstick in LUV. I got this with my best friend. This was pretty much one of my first liquid lipsticks, although I think this goes on me pink. Maybe I shouldn't do this one. Yeah, this one goes pretty pink on me, and that's not gonna match my eye look. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this one. This one is in Roxy, which I had. This was the matte lipstick that I've finished. This is the shade. Okay, I cannot see that far, and this is not a shade that I can mess up, so okay, I'm gonna start off with that and see how it goes. I've never been the best at ombre lips or any type of combination lip, but we're just gonna try it today. Yeah, I like that. I don't know how it reads on camera, but in person, it just has a very nice outline of the darker purple with the lighter purple on the inside. So this is the finished look. I'm very, very happy with this look. It is a very bold, out there, and in control. I don't know if people are gonna like it. I feel like my I feel like my eye is watering. But let's kind of just go through the items. My base products, at least my foundation was normal. The concealer, I'm happy with the shade. I always knew I was going to be happy with the shade. I think I can actually deal with the amount of coverage that I get from this, so I'm not too concerned with this. This isn't going to be the concealer that I use right now. I'm still working on finishing my Kylie concealer, but After I do that, this might be the next one in the rotation. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling like next. As for all the cream products, I want to try this again, maybe with a different brush, because it doesn't appear on me as dark as it did when I swatch it, which is slightly disappointing, and it doesn't feel as warm. Now, don't get me wrong, I definitely felt like the bronzer that I put on top definitely clinged to this product, but at the same time, yeah, so we will see. I will definitely be trying this more to get some more feelings on this. My cream blush, everybody is a fan of these blushes. This is the Flower Beauty Balm blush. I don't even think I told you guys that, in Bitten. I don't know. I don't think cream blush is for me. I've tried it multiple times and it just doesn't seem to do what I think a cream blush should do, which is to really get the blush to stick on the skin at that very spot. And specifically with the blush that I put on today, it just didn't really stick. So I just think that it's just cream blush in general and not just this product, because a lot of people who love cream blush love this product. It might be this product on my skin, but for right now, I'm not a huge fan of this. And once again, I am not a huge fan of this. I think I tried this, I might have tried it on my hand or whatever, and I've been trying to get a cream highlighter. I think it's okay. My highlighter definitely did stick, but this was also a Ofra highlighter. Ofra highlighters always stick, so that doesn't really give me a good measurement. I will try this multiple times, probably in the same time that I try this, just to see if I can figure out how to use these products for me and get what I'm expecting out of them. As for the powder products that I used, the Jouer Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder in Deep. I like this product. I don't know if it's because I put it on top of that cream bronzer or what, but this product actually really seems nice. It seems like a nice bronzer on my skin, and to be honest, you can barely see that I've used it, which means that I get a lot of use out of this product. I'm really happy that my friend bought this for me, and I cannot wait to get more use out of it and to really understand this product more. Once I do, I will definitely be giving you guys a review, kind of bought it but I keep it or return it on this product, and some more that I've kind of been hoarding in that section. The two blushes that I tried, I've tried this Too Faced Apricot in the Act blush before, and although I think this should show up on my skin, it just doesn't. I don't know what it is about this blush duo, but this blush just really does not show up. I truly only get the shimmery side. This matte side just seems to be something that does not want to show up on my skin. Maybe it's too light. I don't know what it is. So honestly, as sad as it is, this might be getting decluttered. I did get it for like half off, so it's not too sad, but it's sad nonetheless because I just bought the product, you know? So we will see what happens with this. As for this L'Oreal blush, shimmering blush in Saint Tropez, I think this is a nice shimmery blush, definitely a blush topper. No, there's no real base to it, so you're definitely going to need to want to put a blush on. Like if you want to color, you're going to want to put a colored blush on first and then the shimmery on top, and it'll look beautiful. But as a blush by itself on my complexion, it's really not, it doesn't really give me the blushy aspect. It just gives me like a highlighted cheek, which doesn't faze me, but it's not doing what I really thought and intended for it to do. The Ofra highlighter that I put on, which is in Bali, I knew this beauty was going to be a beauty, and it really is. This is like a really pretty gold with a very strong peachy orange undertone. I wanted to get this instead of the ABH Peach Fizz because I prefer a pressed highlighter than a loose highlighter, so I got this instead. I'm very happy with my decision, and I will continue to use this product along with my other Ofra highlighters as well. What's next? The eyeshadow palette? Is that what's next? Where did I put it? Oh, here. I think the eyeshadow palette is next. I love this palette. I really do. It definitely is up my alley. I love purples. I will say that this formula is a little bit more powdery than I remember from the rest of my Menagerie Cosmetics palettes, so do keep that in mind. Specifically this Jellyfish shade, I already have a dent in it, which is intriguing and interesting nonetheless. These two shimmers, how do they compare to my other shimmers that I've tried in this formula? This definitely shows me that this is their new manufacturer and not their old manufacturer. I've seen a difference in the shimmers, not necessarily the mattes, but in this palette I see a difference in both. The mattes seem to be more powdery than I remember, like I said, and these two shimmers definitely are not nearly as metallic, but they still are metallic. They're just not as metallic goodness as I remember the very first Menagerie Cosmetics or Makeup Monsters palette. The sponge, I didn't talk about it. I love this sponge. This sponge will definitely be staying in my collection. This will be what, the 6th sponge in my collection. I only have 6 sponges because those are the only products that I actually have been enjoying. And I think that's it because I didn't end up using any new lip products. My brows are not done. Child, I'm gonna be back. Let me do my brow. Okay, child, so now now my makeup's done. I've already gone through the roundup of what I feel about these products. I am going to zoom in one last time so you guys can see what's going on with my eye look, because that is honestly the most important part of this whole kit and caboodle. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun, specifically with my eyes. I'm very happy about how this came out. If you guys want a 3 looks 1 palette with this baby, just let me know. I can definitely put it on my list to get that done, and it would probably be very quick because these shadows blend very easily. But enough talking. As always, y'all, it has been real. Peace.